So here we are at the War Games Holiday Centre. This is Salamanca. The English lines with the French ahead of them. Huge rugby scrum I'll show you in a moment. Swinging round to the left flank, which is being ably defended by a whole bunch of British lights and threatened by a whole bunch of French heavies. So that's going to be an interesting one. The red tiles are the units that haven't been seen yet, so don't actually have to declare themselves, and the guys behind are the players, about 10 of us. We're all having a great time. British Guard Division already doing damage to the French guns, but let me show you what they're facing. Their job is to have a go at this lot, but they've got to get past these guys first, so it's quite some interesting stuff to unfold there. It's still very early on in the battle, all those French hussars. Here this is the French. This looks like this battle looks like a bit of a rugby scrum. Two sets of forwards ready to engage in scrum.
It's going to get bloody.
It is going to be big, isn't it? Thank you for inviting me to the War Games Holiday Centre.
Oh, you're welcome.
Salamanca today, so tell me a bit about Salamanca.
Well, Salamanca 1812, July. Marmont has been foxing Napoleon roundly for a few days. He's managed to, looking to outflank him constantly.
Right.
Part of this, Wellington's aware of, and Wellington's sitting up here on the heights behind me with A Division on display. So Marmont sees this and looks to outflank him further once he sees the baggage train moving off with the cavalry escort. They believe most of the army's moving off.
Okay.
So the French are busy marching along to the west, looking to outflank the British, when, hey-ho, Wellington sees his opportunity, brings Pakenham back that's guarding the flank. Pakenham comes back and attacks the lead division of Thomiez, piles into Port-Thomiez, and Port-Thomiez dies in the process. The battery gets captured, so there's a lot of aggro going on for this lead division. Wellington, was quite surprised at the fact that Thomiez didn't turn to face him in the first place, because Bonnet, further to the east, was already in a position on the Greater Arapil to attack the British, and he thought that's what was coming, but Thomiez kept going west.
Okay.
And he saw his opportunity, pulled Pakenham back and attacked, pushed 2 divisions down off the slope. He had a lot in reserve still, so it was all going for the British, and they looked to attack the French while they were strung out, which is what we tried to replicate here today.
Okay.
So over the weekend, we had the lead division, we had this surprise element of the flank march coming in, which was a little bit further back than they actually, when they saw it. And then on the turn 1 we advanced it 18 inches, so there was a surprise element for the poor French player, which worked reasonably well. We allowed them to have freedom of setup on the whole battlefield behind that ridge and on to the north here on the left flank of the British and the Allies.
And we use this whole, see the thing you see behind us here, all 3 tables were in use with how many divisions on each side were there?
There was, that's a good question, you've got me there. I think it's
8, 10 each?
Yeah, 8, 10 each.
So massive game with 4 or 5 players on each side as well, taking most of the day using in the grand manner rules.
Yep, in the grand manner, yeah.
So very much in the style of the late and great Peter Gilder.
Absolutely, yeah. So
and of course you are the inheritor of all that wealth, aren't you?
Yes, hopefully.
Yes,
I'm working hard at it, believe me. No,
lots of fantastic tricks which we played with.
Yeah. So most of the figures are all inherited from Peter's collection, along with quite a lot of additions to that.
Right.
The whole playing area is 420 square feet. All the terrain is sculpted and can be manoeuvred round, so it can reflect most of the battles throughout history. Indeed.
Yeah.
Of course, when we played Salamanca this weekend, the first battle, because we managed to turn it round, right, Julian?
Right, we managed to play it twice, not just once, but twice.
To a fairly sensible conclusion both times, so which doesn't happen all the time, but we're lucky that we managed to get this sorted out this week.
It was quite a tough slug out, though. It wasn't a foregone conclusion by any stretch of the imagination.
No. But hopefully everyone had good fun. Everyone, lots of feedback was all positive.
Yeah. No, I had a really good time. It's my first time here, and it was a lovely experience. So, thank you very much.
No, thank you, Julian. Good to meet you. Thank you.
Cheers.